we can't move down.
If you're okay with fighting through crowds and spending your precious time in tourist traps, then this video isn't for you. But if you want to make every second of your trip actually count, stay tuned.
네.
Most visitors head to typical spots like Gamcheon Village. Everyone goes there. They become pretty commercialized and packed with tourists. If your goal is just to check famous landmarks off your bucket list, those places are fine. But if you're looking to slow down, escape the hustle, and actually recharge, you definitely need to see my skip list and the recommendation list before you go. We spent a month in Busan. That gave us time to explore places most tourists usually skip. In a city where even a simple bus ride feels like part of the trip, come along and see how we enjoyed Busan. We booked a place with an ocean view so we could really enjoy the sea in Busan.
Coffee machine. Laundry.
It's not just me who does this after check-in, right? For our first day, we didn't want to do anything big or rushed. We just wanted to take a slow walk and get a feel for the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's where we are staying.
Songdo feels very different from Haeundae. It's much quieter, much more relaxed.
Jin's loving it.
Today, we're exploring the Haeundae, Gwangalli area. We're heading out early in the morning to visit a place we wanted to see while it's still quiet. As soon as we step inside, the sound of the kayagum immediately sets a calm mood. The name of this place means the moon reflected on water and flowers reflected in a mirror. That idea carries through the space, blending traditional Korean architecture with a modern, delicate touch. Even the dessert and drinks are carefully made with Korean flavors and traditions. It feels less like having a snack and more like being served a small piece of art. But the real highlight here is a seaside train. Watching the train pass slowly by with the blue ocean right behind it, this became one of the most beautiful mornings we experienced in Busan. We decided to walk along the coastal path. On one side, there is the ocean. On the other, the railway runs right alongside the path. Most visitors wait for hours to reserve the capsule train, but we chose this quiet walking path right next to it. It's a kind of place where you can really slow down. Listening to the waves, the birds, and the wind as you walk. Every now and then, a train passes by, which keeps the scenery interesting, and the path is flat, so it's an easy walk for everyone. Before we realized it, we had already reached the observatory. Wow! We also stopped by the famous slam dunk photo spot nearby. It's nice, but the crowds lining up for a single photo can be a bit tiring. To be honest, we prefer the quiet charm of this coastal walk much more. We stopped by for a simple lunch. Kalguksu is a classic Korean noodle dish, but seeing it served in this massive 31 centimeter bowl somehow made it a lot more fun. It was packed with fresh seafood, and the hot broth was perfect for warming us up on a chilly day. We've enjoyed the sea, so now let's head up into the mountains. Busan is truly a city where ocean, mountains, and urban life come together in a beautiful, unique way. This is a spot I really want to share with you. Most people think of Haedong Yonggungsa when it comes to temples in Busan. It's stunning, no doubt. But the grounds are small and crowded, so it's hard to enjoy a quiet, peaceful stroll. This place is different. Here, there's no noise. Just the sound of our footsteps, temple bells, and birds filling the mountain paths. Walking slowly, surrounded by the temple, forest, and stream, it was pure, peaceful bliss. If you don't like crowds and want a truly relaxing trip, I recommend this place. Korea has so many hidden gems where you can find real peace far beyond the usual spots like Gyeongbokgung in Seoul or Gamcheon Village in Busan. These statues symbolize sort of demon hunters to protect this temple or this entire village from all directions, south, north, east, west. So oftentimes, near the entrance of any temple, you usually see these types of statues. Scary, scary statues.
어머, 어머.
After a morning surrounded by nature, we wanted to step into something completely different. This place was once a factory from the 1960s, now reimagined as a cultural space. The first thing that caught our attention was this huge secondhand bookstore inside the old factory. It's more than just a place to buy and sell books. It also feels like a small museum showcasing the history of printing and publishing in Korea. They have a book selection of English books as well, so it's an easy place for international visitors to explore. Just beyond the bookstore, the scenery suddenly changes. A bamboo grove right next to the old factory. Even the stepping stones were made from concrete reused from the original building. Walking here quietly, listening to the wind and birds, felt like a pause in the middle of the day. We also stopped by an exhibition space run by Hyundai. The exhibition changes regularly and is free to enter. Rather than focusing only on cars, the space blends design and art, showing a more contemporary, refined side of the city. Right next to the bookstore, we took a break at a cafe run by one of Korea's well-known specialty coffee brands. They're especially good at bringing new life into old industrial spaces like this. On our way to dinner, Jin insisted we stop by Olivion, and somehow we ended up getting a scalp check. The staff carefully analyzed her scalp and even told her scalp age. They also sent us off with a handful of free samples. Moments like this make it easy to understand why self-care is such a big deal in Korea. Now it's time for dinner. You can't come to Busan without trying some fresh seafood. We ended up at a small spot in Gwangalli recommended by a local taxi driver. It barely shows up on Google Maps and there's no Instagram hype. 대방어 12 kilo. We ordered the sashimi course and everything from the side dishes to the main seafood was impressively fresh.
이건 지느러미 살입니다. 지느러미 밀치살, 가운데는 강어 그렇습니다.
네.
안 하고는 좀 먹을 수 있어요. 안 하고 좀 해드릴게요. 맛있게 드세요.
네. The best part? The grandmother chef personally served each dish and explained what we were eating.
이거는요, 볼때기, 요입 바르는 때, 요걸 붙여서. 그러니까 아무리 큰 거 잡아도 요런 살 2개 딱 나오는.
She even prepares special dishes not on the menu, depending on what fresh ingredients arrived that day. Busan has plenty of fancy ocean view restaurants, but here it's the care and warmth behind the food that makes the experience truly special. Even if you don't speak the language, you can feel it. This is the kind of place where a local recommendation beats any online review. Our final stop of the day was a drone show at Gwangalli Beach. Many visitors probably already know about this show, but seeing it in person is still impressive. Against the backdrop of Gwangalli Bridge, 1,000 drones created patterns and lights that were really fun to watch. The wide beach made it easy to enjoy the show without feeling crowded. Plenty of space to take it all in. If you're planning a trip to Busan, I've gathered the places from this episode along with the next Busan film and my earlier hidden side of Busan into a more detailed guide. Not just the names, but the neighborhoods, the context, and why each place felt meaningful. Some locations only appeared briefly in the highlights, and a few beautiful spots didn't fully make it into this edit. Those are included as well. The video stands on its own, of course, but if you like a more organized way to explore Busan beyond the usual tourist checklist, you might find it helpful.